Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to my channel and let's do another awesome episode of PSVR the wrap-up. This is the weekly show when I'm getting all the biggest PSVR news story from the last week and just putting them together in a nice little neat package for you to watch. But today also I gonna do the news because I combining both video. I decide good idea to kill two birds with one stone. So we're gonna do news first and then we're gonna do the wrap-up. I just co-joined them by the amazing powers of Fusion, which I invented. But anyway, I'm talking shit, let's just do the news. First of all, I want to start from Budget Cuts, a game that I've been asked about a lot because a lot of people obviously waiting for it. It's one of them games that many people got hyped about, so what's happening with Budget Cuts? Well, last year I said it's got a bit delayed, but also last year, just before the Christmas break, before the holidays, somebody asked them about Budget Cuts and they basically said they working super hard about it. And they're gonna give us some more info at the beginning of this year, so we should hear something new very soon. Of course, Budget Cuts is a very nice stealth game and it's got this kind of like Portal mechanic. Some people like to compare this game to Portal even though it's completely different, but you know, it goes those similar vibes. What you can do, you can like teleport, locomoting, but also you see through walls, this little round things appear and you just going through it, and you've got also some combat, some knives. A lot of this game is about stealth, so you have to be super stealthy, so hopefully we will be able to see it soon. But anyway, I'm talking about Budget Cuts because this is gonna move me on into the next story, which is Budget Cuts 2. What's happening with this game? Is that gonna come to PSVR? Will it happen? Will it not? Well, somebody asked them on Twitter, are they planning on bringing Budget Cuts 2 to PSVR? And basically they answered and said, well, hopefully, but let's see how the Budget Cuts 1 gonna do first. So it looks like they're gonna want to see if the first game gonna sell well. And also my take on it is no developer will announce the sequel for their game before the first one actually comes out. So you know, they're not daft, they're not gonna do that. My best guess is probably we're gonna see it, but just that's my guess. And also, I'm thinking Budget Cuts 1 gonna do very well on PSVR, many people are already waiting for it, and I cannot see how they possibly could mess this game up because they taking their time, and I'm assuming this little delay was because they want to give us the perfect game, and that's why we have to wait a bit longer. But like I said, this game gonna be hard for them to mess up because how good it is, got super good reviews on PC, and also the second one after it's released, it's got very good reviews as well. The second one was published by the developers of Apex Construct, and I think that's why in second one they added this bow and arrow mechanic as well, which apparently it feels very good. So I'm wondering if Fast Travel Games got some hands-on this game just to help them out and like said, listen, we help you out with bow and arrow, it's gonna add a lot to the game. So hopefully Budget Cuts 2 will happen as well. Of course, stay tuned to the channel and once I know more I will let you know. Okay, next story, and we're gonna talk about new upcoming game, which is AERY. Now, it plays for you in the background. It's one of those budget games under $10. What's happening is this used to be a flat game on PC and lately it's received VR support. So now regarding the PS4 version and also Xbox and Switch, apparently the developers saying they're gonna do release date in the future. So it looks like it's happening, but also, you know, it's a smaller studio and sometimes they struggling to deliver once they try porting to PSVR, but to me it's possibly might happen, I don't know. But anyway, what is the meaning and what is the message? In this game you basically are a bird and you like sitting around thinking, yeah, nice place, but then you like decided to go and explore the world and all you do is basically fly around and take into the beautiful environments. Apparently everything looks pretty in this game, so that's the AERY VR. Like I said, no release date yet, but it will probably happen eventually. Anyway, now let's do the wrap up, which is the biggest stories of the last week. It's January, and of course in January not that much happening when it comes to video games, but nevertheless few bits and bobs here and there happened. We've had some release date, we've got some cool stories to talk about. Last week I didn't do the wrap up because it was just pretty much nothing to talk about. But anyway, I want to first of all start from Disaster Report 4. So what's happening with this game is that finally it got release date and it will be coming to US and Europe on 7th of April. This game is already out in Hong Kong and Japan, but it's all in like a Chinese and Japanese versions. So even if you go to the stores and download it, you probably won't be able to understand it unless you speak the languages. But finally they're gonna do translation and they're gonna bring it to the other countries. Now regarding the PSVR mode in this game, sadly it's not that good. Well, apparently it is good, but it's not that great to justify paying for full price if you just want it for VR mode. Because in this game you go into a city, like you go into a job interview and fucking earthquake, everything falls down and you're like, oh shit. Well, that's not very good, so you're trying to survive as you're walking down the city, the buildings collapsing and everything. And that's great, this gameplay is awesome and this game had quite good reviews because obviously it's a very original game. But sadly when it comes to VR, as you're progressing through the city, you unlocking those different environments what are ruined, and in VR you just experiencing those environments, so it's kind of on rails, you just floating through the level and looking around, you know, some stuff will happen and that's it, you just enjoying the ride, enjoying the view. So sadly, even though this game looks good, and I probably gonna enjoy playing it flat, but definitely VR mode is not that great, so if you don't play in flat at all anymore, then you probably won't be happy with just VR mode in this game. It's gonna have even special edition when it releases, so you'll be able to order this special first aid kit. It's gonna come in first aid kit box, and there will be loads of stuff shoved in this box, so you'll be able to add some random items to your collection of video game stuff. But anyway, next story, Separation VR. What's happening with this game is the developers wanted to bring it to PSVR in this January, but sadly they took to Twitter and they said Separation will be coming in February now because it looks like it's got delayed. Now it's been in the development for a while, but I think it's like solo developer effort. More of it, I'm hearing it's gonna be like walking simulator side, but apparently beautiful as well. But also there will be some puzzles here and there, some exploration. It's a game aimed to take you to like your own space, a little quiet space just for yourself, a little relaxation place when you'll be like, everything is nice now. So that's what they're trying to do. If they're gonna achieve or not, I don't know, but definitely something like that, I'm looking forward to it. If you ever had chance to play Mind Labyrinth VR Dreams, which is this meditation application for PSVR, it was pretty cool after the updates, of course. Before updates it was a bit terrible, but now after the updates it's a very solid title. So if you are a fan, by the way, of meditating and just relaxing and want to chill out in VR, Mind Labyrinth VR Dreams, it's pretty awesome now, and it's made specially for you because that's something you're probably gonna want if you want to meditate. But anyway, coming back to Separation, this will be mid-February now. Hopefully he's gonna manage to release it on time, and I definitely be looking forward to it because, like I said, it looks original. I know you all want big, massive games, those are coming as well, yeah? Iron Man and Sniper Elite and Saints and Sinners. But between that, the indie developers just supplying us with those more like a small, but also many times often original games. Okay, next story. Coming back to CES, Sony done their presentation. There was so many rumors about it, like so many websites and YouTube channels been basically saying, that's it, they're gonna reveal PS5 on CES, it's happening, we can feel it, but no, of course it didn't happen. And what happened is they just showed people logo, but also they spoke about some numbers and they told us that they sold over 100 million PS4s and 5 million PSVRs. This is the sold, not shipped, so actual 5 million people bought it. Now, is this number good or bad compared to how many units PS4 sold? Well, it is good because PSVR is the biggest sold headset out of all of them, and there is shitloads of them now. So Sony did something right, even if we do like to moan about move controllers and stuff like that. So massive success for them. Of course they said VR is here to stay, but also I want to touch about CES because VR actually had quite strong presence there. There was so many different headsets and idea showed off, little like headset glasses, and also tons of augmented reality, new like 4K and 5K headsets. So definitely, if you worry, anyone if worries, if you think like, oh no, what's if VR gonna stop happening? not a chance, it's definitely staying. Actually, VR like growing like each year like 3 times more, so it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's just getting better and better as well. Cannot wait what's gonna happen when you get PS5 finally. I bet we're gonna see some awesome stuff. But anyway, next story. This is for my European friends. Coming back to Contagion VR Outbreak. As we know, in Europe the price is 32 euro, which is too much. In US is $25, and the developers been trying to fix it for ages, and finally they managed to get date when the price it will be fixed. I keep seeing people asking me in comments why Contagion is so expensive. I just say just wait a bit, because on 13th of January the price in Europe will be finally fixed. Why didn't took so long, I don't know. I'm assuming it's because of Christmas, the holiday season, everyone went from work, gone home, started relaxing, and of course there was not many people to do actual updates and stuff like that. But if you was thinking about buying Contagion, then at least now in Europe it's gonna have proper price, and of course also it's had tons of updates. They had a bit of a rough start when it comes to PSVR, especially PS4 version. PS4 Pro, it was more on a pair of PC version, but now pretty much everything is sorted, so very nice. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.